What is going on, guys? This is KOJOFOREX, aka GBP Legend, aka Sniper Trader, aka King of Blues. Today I'm here again with another exciting video. I'm going to teach you guys the easiest forex strategy that is actually going to make you a lot of money in 2022. So now a lot of people have a clouded effect when it comes to forex trading generally, right? Because a lot of people are mentioning so many concepts. In fact, if you briefly Google how to trade forex on YouTube, you're going to see a lot of people teaching basically different type of strategies and theories, all revolving around how to make a good trade on the market. Some showing you pure price action strategies, which is what I usually would do, and some showing a bunch of indicators which kind of looks like a macaroni mixed with salad and some stuff really going on in the food, right? Because like the chart is literally clumsed up, right? So it's some red, yellow, green moving averages, all like, you know, some spaghetti salad bolognese going on here, right? But today's topic is not really none of those bullshit. Today I'm going to teach you a very simple, it's only two concepts, right? But if you really follow those concepts religiously, you're going to make insane amount of money in 2022, and then you're going to be surprised by yourself in terms of the result that you're going to see yourself achieve by the end of 2022, especially in December, right? So stick with me. Let me walk you guys through this simple concept while I show you what I have for you on the chart right here. Yeah, guys, so like I've already told you, this is a very simple, very basic, right? Some people call it dumb money strategy, basic strategy, but like our objective here is totally looking at what can make us continuous money by following a simple strategy consistently, right? So what we're going to do, some people may call it support, some people may call it supply zone, some people may also call it resistance, some people also may call it demand zone, right? But basically we're going to look at these two simple concepts, right? You can look at it from the four angle, right? Support or supply, or demand or resistance angle that we're going to really use in literally finding trade setups all the time in the market, right? Now, when it comes to support and resistance, some people have different variations of explanation or theory all gathered around it, but I'm going to give you my simple definition of what we call support and resistance, right? So with me, when you talk about support, it's basically talking about any turning point in the market beneath which the market goes no further down. And then when we talk about resistance, it's any turning point in the market above which the market failed to go not any further up, right? So by that simple explanation alone, if you're looking at the chart, any major turning point on the upside, we can call it a resistance, and any major turning point on the downside, we can call it a support, right? So now at the end of the day, what we are trying to do is that anytime the market comes into any support or any resistance zone previously, we are going to mark it out and then hope that when the market comes back there into that zone again, it can repeat the same thing, and then we're going to find opportunity to make money. Trust me, this is a very simple strategy, but it has made me a lot of money and continuously makes me a lot of money in the market, right? Let's look at this example of GBP JPY, right? Now if you guys can see, right, you guys can obviously see that this point in the market had created a resistance because the market failed to go any further up from that range, right? Now with that understanding, what can you do as a trader? All you can do is that obviously you're going to see it looking like this once the market hit that point and it start turning, right? Let's use the replay tool. So here, let's say we're going to see the market somewhere like this, right? So with me, like I've explained to you in some previous video, once we have a market creating a turning point like this, and then we have like the body represented there, and then a wick flown into it like that, we can always regard this region here as that resistance zone, right? It's your zone. Remember that support and resistance, it's not a price point, it's a price zone. So here we can use this one to create that zone in expectation that once the market comes into that zone again, it's going to drop, right? Now look at what patience will do for you, because obviously you're watching this market, it pushes up as if it's coming to that zone. This is where people that are not patient start to jump into the market, right? Here, another concept that somebody may have used to find opportunity is head and shoulder pattern, right? Because we'll be looking at the market this way, like the left shoulder, head, right, left shoulder, head, and then right shoulder, right? But that's not exactly what we are talking about now. We're still talking about support and resistance, or demand and supply here, right? So we come back to the 4 hour. Now that as far as the market has not really got into this zone, we are not doing anything. We are literally not doing anything until the market actually hits our zone and then gives us the formation we want before we make an opportunity to make money, right? So look at this. We follow through this trade. It pushes down. Like I said, the head and shoulder people would have made money because we have the left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and obviously we have been looking to get in an opportunity around here. But if you didn't do that, obviously you have to sit on your hands, wait for the market to come back into that supply zone or the resistance zone for you to make an opportunity to make money, right? Look at this. Now we just tapped into the zone, quickly leaves that zone, and then what happens next is a whole story to itself, right? So just by following support and resistance, supply and demand, you would have made money. And it might come to your notice that sometimes in my personal life, I wait for several weeks, several days, several hours to find setups like this, because I know that this is a setup that gives me the most amount of like validity or edge in the market to make money, right? So here we can see that we have series of support zones happening here, right? We have a little bit of turning points going on here, but all of them we can clearly see that they are just a margin away from each other. So you want to mark the whole zone like that, right, in hopes that anytime the market comes into this zone, is looking to bounce off and you're looking for an opportunity. Now, clearly following this simple strategy here, you would have realized that we would have had an opportunity to make the most out of the market from GBP JPY when it tapped into this zone, and then finally when it even came into this zone, and until it came to create the same opposite pattern around here, right? So this is a first example using GBP JPY. Now let's look at the next example using the same concept but in a different class of asset, right? We can even look at one from GBP card, right? Now if you look at GBP card, this is a very tricky type of an example, right, where we have like GBP card really rallying all the way onto upside, creating this wick here and then dropping. So in a normal circumstance, as you have observed here, the resistance has been created here. So with that resistance created, what do you want to do as a trader? You just want to put that resistance mark on the top of the range, just like this. And anytime the market comes into that top of the range again, you're looking for an opportunity to short the market within that range, just like this, right? You're looking for an opportunity within this range to short the market. So let's see exactly how things played out using this strategy. Market rallies all the way up, comes into the zone, acting as if it has broken that range. If you clearly look, you can see a few wicks trading above that zone, right, but still within that range. And then let's see what happens. A quick reversal candle pushing the market back down. So if you know exactly what you're doing, this is exactly where you find your entry. If you come to the daily time frame, as you may have seen, that candle forming a body above the range on the daily candle, it still shows that the market is really trading beneath that range, which literally validates our setup, right? You come back to the 4 hour, then you want to find an opportunity just here. Your sell trade here, your stop loss above that range, and then you're expecting the market to literally come back into that previous support area that I had created. Now let's see how this thing plays out. Literally smashes into our take profit. Now the essence of this video is not to show you any cumbersome strategy. Like I said in the title, it's the very simplest of trading strategy, but can make a whole lot of difference from you if you decide to follow it religiously and want to make the most out of it, right? So you want to backtest the whole market, right, conditions, and then look for certain scenarios that have created this same pattern where the market will just trade onto one side, go all the way up, come back to the next one, and then reject there and then go into the opposite direction, right? Now I sit down and wait for such setups for the most part, and then once I have the market really behaving like that, or really coming into that same kind of a range, or presenting that kind of opportunity in the market, then I know that this is the very time where I'm going to make the most out of the market. Nonetheless, on other days where the market is not providing this kind of setup or this kind of conditions, I use other knowledge that I use in the market, like my trend line strategy, like my Fibonacci, my breakout, whatever it is, right, to also make continuous money. But anytime I have the market really aligning in this way, then I make the most out of it, right? I try to make the most out of it because I have tested this and I back tested and I realized that for the most part it plays out most often than not, right? So yeah, this is a very simple strategy. I want you guys to keep up with learning with it, and then backtesting and practicing it for yourself, so that you can be able to see the real results for your own self, right? Now if you love this video and want me to keep up showing the trading lessons and educational concept like this, make sure to first smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, and also click in the link in the description to join the KOJOFOREX Telegram community. Thank you guys that we've been able to hit 50k subscribers. We are going next to the 100k subscribers. Follow me on all social media at KOJOFOREX, and then click on the bell notification so that when I drop the next video, you'll be the first to see it. Without wasting much time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.